4a naught, 9a naught, 16a naught. It will not radiate. It will not radiate. And what Bohr thought? Bohr thought it to be a what? Particle only. He thought it's a particle. And this is a nucleus. This is also a particle. Everyone was asking, according to electrodynamics, it's an electron. It's a accelerating. It's also having what? Like acceleration and inward action acceleration towards center. Since speed is direction of motion is changing now as it's revolving in circular orbit. Then according to Maxwell's equation, accelerating charge particle should radiate. What Bohr said, like a here some exception due to quantization, it is not emitting the radiation. Nobody accepted. But what he proposed, it was satisfying what? Like the line spectrum of hydrogen. So therefore they accepted it. But later on what happened? De-Broglie matter waves when discovered. Then Heisenberg uncertainty principle. All this came into picture. Now what will happen? Hall, I think one very famous photo is there, no? Almost I think some around 22 scientists during that era, Einstein, that one, all the Thomson, Neil Bohr, Rutherford, everything, all that 24 or 21 scientists at a Royal Society, they gathered and they took photo, not for photo session. What is the problem is, once the matter waves came into picture, then, so what the equation was satisfying is the matter waves, what it says, lambda equal to h by mv. Please, all of you, those who are sleeping, please get up and do listen, because once in a life you'll get this opportunity to hear what I'm speaking, that one. Of course, this problem I'll end up within 2-3 minutes. There is another thing. So I'm just trying to this one. So what happened there during in that the discussion? After discussion, they went for photo session. Why the discussion made? The discussion went for almost 3 days, not 1 hour, 2 hours. The 3 days happened, they were all, everyone is confused. Once Bohr's atomic model came, okay, fine. Nobody was able to digest, but since it was satisfying hydrogen spectrum, they accepted it. But once matter wave came, de-Broglie matter waves proposed, no, then the real problem started in front of everyone. Everyone got scared. What will happen next? What will happen next? The life will go on, but the way what we are proposing things, it will be really complicated is what they were in confusion. That's why they gathered all. So what has to be done? How we should proceed here afterwards in physics? Why they were so scared? Such a bright scientist, such a intellectuals. Okay, here what the nature troubles us in this way. This was the de-Broglie matter waves hypothesis, and according to Bohr's, angular momentum is conserved of a revolving electron. So let me replace this momentum. mv, I'll replace it. What do I get? H by lambda. H get cancels. So now what we get lambda further? The lambda will become equal to, or the 2 pi r equal to lambda. Oh, now what is this lambda? What is this? I'll write me so that it will straight away flash forward. What is me? Momentum of electron. This electron is having a speed v. It's having a mass me. Momentum of electron. And what is lambda now? Wavelength of, everything I'll put in this corner. No. This is, what is the wavelength of matter waves of electron? So the electron was not behaving like what? It was not behaving like a particle there. It was behaving like a wave. Sir, is it true? Yes, in fact true. The moment you make observation, what happens? You are seeing that particle nature. But in fact, what is the true nature of electron? Electron is there is a wave. It is being like a wave. The moment you start making observation, what happens? It will behave like a matter. This is the most dangerous aspect of physics what they have encountered. Sir, what difference it makes? Means, what is electron? Matter, no? Means even my house, sir, duplex house I am having. Is it a matter or a wave? It's a wave. You started making observation, then it has become matter. It's applicable for the whole nature. Means the electron, what happened? It was behaving like a wave. It was a radiation. It was a wave. That's why there is no any specific position. So it was spreaded here. Then when you start making observation, it will, then what happen, we see particle nature of the matter. But basically what happen, the matter will exist in the form of a wave. The true nature of matter is what? The wave is what actually the Neil board, that particular thing, everything they suggested. So this is something very strange behavior of the universe. What we are saying, the total universe is what? It's a radiation. Has since the moment you start making observation, what happen? It will become a matter. So how it is possible? Means like, okay, then, uh, so like let's two persons let it observe this electron. For both of them will be same as for both of the same. So means here now who is observing? Ourselves, no? And what we are? Next question come. What we are? Are we matter? No. So this is the most troublesome thing which troubled everyone there. So next they started asking question. Then what we are? Are we matter? See, what do you by observation? See, are you not looking at? Are you not observing the my screen now? Observation means what will happen here. The moment you start measuring it, the moment you bring it to measure some quantity, what happen when you bring that particular system? No, it will become a matter. Are you getting observation idea? So your eyes, what happen, are observing things. Means your eyes are observing what happened now. The building is in what? It's a matter in the radiation form. Since your eyes are trying to measure what is the size of it, then it will appear in the matter. This is a true form. The true form of the matter is what? They are telling that one. I think scientist people, what they're telling, like the matter exists, it's having a dual nature. It is in radiation. Since when we subject it to observation, see, object subject to observation means your eyes are observing, your eyes are trying to measure what is the size of object. And when you touch it, Thorpen, you are observing, you are trying to feel. And what we are, we ourselves are matter. Then next question come, what we are now? Are we matter? No, our body is a matter. What we are? Then the question arises, what we are? Okay, we are residing in this body. Then what we are? So what is the matter? Then how we are related? Then how we are using this body? So why we are feeling this body? Because even this body is also in the radiation form. Since the we are coming in contact. So what we are, so they call consciousness. Are we consciousness? No. We are like a soul. That's what they're telling. We are residing in this body. And we do have some consciousness, they say. The consciousness is what happened? In science, we call consciousness. In spiritual science, we call mind. So next question comes, where the mind is available. Then they started searching mind in human body. They could not get. Spiritual science defined mind. Where it is? On the right hand side of the ear, below the right ear. There the mind is exists, according to spiritual science. Then they started trying to catch this mind. Is there any instrument which will get? They could not get. Even till that we could not get. The mind is what will make us to interact the soul to utilize this body. Using this body, what happened? We are trying to make observation of the matter. And the matter which is there in the form of radiation, what happened, is available as like the physical object. So what is this all, everything? This everything is what, like a illusion is what they're saying. This whole universe is what? The illusion. Illusion means not existing really. It appears to be for us. Sir, my now my mobile, it's a illusion. My body, it's a illusion. Planet Earth, illusion. Solar system, illusion. The universe is the illusion. So this was the science as reach real like this. It's very difficult to really accept all this one, huh? Because what we see is what reality, no, we say that one. But according to quantum mechanics, what happens? Everything is illusion, everything is radiation. Since it's subjected to observation, it will appear like a reality. But practically what happens? It's in the radiation. Radiation means what happens? So do you see radiation? No. When you subject to, say, it's an energy, better call, like it's a energy. When you subject to observation, what happens? It will become a physical object and you are visualizing it. That's what the matter waves concept, de-Broglie matter waves, it has dragged us to some extreme level of physics which we never thought. Then the next question came, what to do after this? Means how the physics we should teach, how we should accept this one. Means now how the modern application should begin. Then they conclude that nothing to do this one. What we visualize our eyes, what we visualize our sense, let that be the physics. And what to do with quantum mechanics? As quantum mechanics, what happen? The moment you subject to observation, what happen? It become matter. And anything what happen, we can deal with matter very easily than with energy. Suppose say like a mobile signal. I'm talking now, so it is getting propagated. No, what all my speech in the form of EM wave. Can you visualize that? Nothing. So therefore, let's confine ourselves to a physics which is confined to matter level only. Maybe future generation will leave this to future generation. How do what happen? How a human body can interact with the even radiation also. There what happened, the string theory came into picture, Stephen Hawking's. A real breakthrough. What is tell us? Even our the body which is in the form of matter, it can interact with radiation. Even matter and radiation can interact. That's what the string theory. It came very late, but it really helped us a lot. So till then, what happened? We thought like a matter radiation. There are two different entities, no interaction. But in fact, there the interaction is there. So what is a string theory? Means somebody like if some mother is there. So we'll look at the mother and the kid relationship. If any unwanted thing happens for the kid, though mother is far away, she feels it. She feels like something happened. We say fifth sense, sixth sense, or something. No, that is what due to the radiation. Because the anything happened to the kid, what happened? The kid will cry, and the kid when it cries, no, that particular thing due to that cry, what happened? What all that energy that is coming from the body, that will come radiation. That radiation will propagate through the universe. And since mother and our kid is in resonance, due to that matter, because there are the kid came from that particular specific mother, no. So then there what happened? Resonance occurs. That's why what all that radiation emitted by the kid when it incident on the mother, no, resonance occurs and she feels as something happened. And again, the radiation is again two types, which will cause you good and bad. That's what the string theory tells. So it is taking it to very different dimensions. This one, sir, what happened to engineering field? Nothing will happen. See, we will interact with matter. Our eyes, what happen, our sense organs, what happen, are interacting with matter. Though the whole universe is in the form of radiation, the moment what happen, they're subjected to observation, it will become a matter. And what we are dealing or engineering is with matter, not radiation. And what metaphysics, what they brought no in Western universities, they are trying to deal with the radiation chapter, with the radiation form of the universe. So if you can get that radiation, if you can design that instruments which will analyze the radiation form of a matter, then what happens? We can get more information of a universe. We see what we are now made of. We started making observation of matter, and we are able to get so much of benefits. No, similarly, if a radiation form of universe, if we start analyzing, and if you design instruments which will even detect that radiations of the universes, definitely what happen, we are still more at higher level and we can have more benefit from the matter. That's what the science is trying to do. So what is the electron now? The electron in the atom is wave, not it is a wave. It's not a particle there. The level of physics what we have is we thought it's a particle. No, after matter waves what happens? See, 1914, 16 is what Bohr. 1924 is matter waves. So 1925, 24 around after that matter waves came, they gathered it. So what to do now? So this electron is a wave, that one. It's not a particle. So it's a wave means then what happened? What is the wavelength of that given by this particular formula? So then the formula what happened? We'll write it. This is a thing. So why we are able to write? Because the electron is there. It's a wave. So it's interacting with nucleus. Yes. Then sir, how to represent that particular thing? So what is the de-Broglie matter waves? How to show that? Next question comes. How do that de-Broglie matter waves will be shown here? For the when electron in the first orbit. So here I'll bring all. So when it is in the first orbit, you have to show like this. This is what typically what we started. So what is telling, you have to or like this. Since it is being like a wave, no, it will not have any specific position. The moment you try to see that electron is here, what pen from Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The very next moment it will change position, no? So therefore, in fact, it's behaving like a wave. So this is for n equal to 1. And next, similarly for matter waves. Now this is the circle is what earlier we used to draw, no? If it's a particle, no, in fact, it's a matter wave. So it will be like this. We have to show two wavelengths, no? 2 pi according to this formula, 2 pi r n lambda, it should be. So how to bring that 2 pi r n lambda? Anybody, can you make a guess? So here 1 lambda will show that for n equal to 2, what will happen? Particular, like a standing wave. So two wavelengths should be there, no? 2 lambda should be there if I measure it. So there's the one thing, or else you can do like this. I think n equal to 2, we can draw it. Just that I'm unable to get the diagram. Yeah. And it will be like this. So this is n equal to 3, I'll write it. This will be now how many waves you can see it? 3 waves. Yeah. Now n equal to 4. There's a nucleus. So I have to show 4 waves here. And now you have to ask question like, so what you're drawing that blue color? So what you're drawing that blue color? That is the matter waves associated with the electron revolving in the nth orbit. So this is n equal to 3, n equal to 4. I'll show it similar to like a standing wave. So again, why you're bringing standing wave? Because when I say wave, no, when the electron is here, it will emit a wave. When the electron is here, it will emit a wave. And they undergo superposition and will get a standing wave. And that is what we are showing it. But sir, where is standing wave? So this will be the peak. Just to make you understand, we are showing the bump like this here. So it should be like this. For n equal to 3, I'll draw a better diagram. There's a nucleus. Books, I think they didn't stress because again, you'll get a lot of confusion for students. So that's why they deleted that part. So for n equal to 3, what will happen? We have to show like this, no? So there's a one wave. Are you trying to see, so where is a wave? Where is the one wave? So if I continue like this, no, try to see that. So this is the lambda one wave. This is the lambda 3 one wave. Lambda 3. So what is now? Put n equal to, so 2 pi r n, no? 2 pi r n lambda. Yeah. Now put n equal to 3. So what is the lambda, no? Lambda will become 2 pi r by 3. That's what, no? The circumference. So what is the lambda 3, no? The wavelength we are going to get here. Why the standing wave? Because the electron which is here, it will emit a wave. Very next one it will emit a wave. Like that, what happen? The waves, they'll undergo superposition and will get a standing wave. And I'll measure the wavelength. So in fact, the electron is there a wave pack. It's like a wave. It's not an electron. It's not a matter. Now similarly for n equal to 4, I show, no? N equal to 5. Again, you show this. They may ask you this pattern. they may ask you like a related patterns also. They may ask you. You have to be very careful in the exam. I think five bumps should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Some rough diagram. Okay, got this. So this is for n equal to 5. There's a method of showing that matter waves associated. Then what happens? You just complete the like a standing wave, no? It's a rough diagram. The peaks are not that one. You look at this particular thing, it's a off wavelength, no? Yeah, do like this. Not up to the scale, the diagram. So like this, what happen? The electron what happen in different orbits, what happen? It will have the different momentum and because of the different wavelength. This what he has proposed here. Means no, sir, like you tell me, sir, this universe is what I'm seeing is a real or a illusion? It's a illusion. Means sir, like my body, illusion. My mother, your mother resides in your body. Your mother body is illusion. Sir, our college, it's illusion. This earth is illusion. I think the word illusion is something very dangerous word. Illusion means what happened? Not existing, but appears to be. Okay, I'm dragging you to the real thing. Illusion. What do you mean by illusion? Somebody said, sir, what is illusion? Appears to be real. Appears to be, but not existing. It appears to be in matter form, but it's not in matter form. It's in radiation. That's what no the the universe in the form of radiation. The example is the electron. See what we are made up of. Everything is matter, no? We are made up of subatomic particles, everything. So when subatomic particle means behaves like this, and all the matter is made up of subatomic particle, even the matter also. So finally, what they concluded is like a it appears to be but not existing. So what we are seeing this universe is what a illusion. It's like a appears to be, but what is the true nature? What is a it is in the form of radiation since we subjected it for observation and it has become matter. So if you look at the Vedic scriptures, no, this what it was insisted. See, when I say universe means college also, our college is greater than universe. Huh? Please don't put inputs of that kind. I'm saying everything is illusion here. Finish word. Means here, electron, is it a wave or a particle? Because it's a wave, but it appears like particle because you subject it to observation. So like this electron is there. So why not same thing? Your vehicle, mobile phone, laptop, your house, or tentacles land, this India country, this Earth, solar system, galaxy, universe, universes, everything is illusion. See that is what see like this illusion what happened the God has see that's what you are having the infinite knowledge in you. With that infinite knowledge what happened you are making observation and that illusion what happened due to illusion what happened you are gaining that knowledge. So it's all again we have to go to the spiritual science. All everything comes. So as a teacher, open I had to conclude this one. If I don't discuss this problem, I think I had cheated you because the electron behaves like a wave. Finish sure, it's not a particle. But sir, electron you are saying is the electron only. That particular wave we are calling it as a particle. But sir, you wrote me. Yes, we thought like that. See what to do. We thought like this. And what is our sense organs? The sense organs, what we have is what happened. We can feel the matter. We can't feel the radiation. So somebody says, I love you. Will you feel? Okay, movies they show. But do you feel? No, nothing. We don't feel, no. So respect. So we respect you. Will I feel? Nothing, no. So it's a beyond our sense because it's not a some sort of physical quantity. So same thing with the radiation. We don't have devices to measure the radiation. We don't have devices which can measure the wavelength of matter waves, that particular thing. If you get that device, then you start accepting, okay, sir, our physics teacher long back only in 2020 during lockdown coronavirus only, yes, proposed like this, that one. We don't have device, so we are not accepting it. One day when the device comes to measure the wavelength of matter waves, then what happens? Then we'll start measuring the matter waves emitted by everything. Then we can feel that radiation, everything. No? Since we don't have anything here to prove that it's a radiation, only thing is the electron helped us a lot. Then one further they progress. Is it only electron? What about nucleus? Yes, the same thing with nucleus. Why do they spend so much of things to understand this atomic structure? First it was the electron, then electron as the process, then neutron, proton, as everything. Not only this, the whole universe is what is the illusion is what telling. It's actually in the form of radiation. We are seeing its illusion. We are seeing its matter form because we subject it to observation. Means, say, simplest thing, your house, if you don't look at, it's in radiation form. The moment you start looking, it will appear like a physical form. Simplest thing. Simplest thing. I wanted to conclude in a nutshell. Look at your house. Your house is what? If you don't look at, it's in radiation. The moment you start looking, it will become a physical matter and it starts appearing for you. It's a very strange thing. Even I too, I could not digest, but later on I have, after starting reading, analyzing that one. But so like how do you can prove that one? Because now the science has evolved everything, even for neutron, almost everything they proposed, finally they concluded everything. Not only electron here, it's applicable for the whole matter. Okay, so your house is what happen is in the form of energy, in the form of radiation. Since you, when you start looking it, in this one, okay, so there are two persons are there. One person will not look, other person will look. Then how do it will behave? Yes, it's a dual nature, no? One who is looking for him matter, one who is not looking for him the radiation. Yes, sir, is not looking. Is not looking. Is not looking means is not making observation. So you're not disturbing it. Finish over. So it's all about now when you subject to observation or not. That's the conclusion. Getting the idea? So I think what all I discussed is not part of syllabus. Our syllabus is what I'm sharing this one. This is our syllabus. If you have any further best information, you can share with me. But we don't have any like a illusion. The universe's illusion is what is there in Vedas. We have Upanishads, very beautiful. They explained. I don't know how our ancient rishis they came across such a high level of physics. But as such, I have seen any spiritual teacher now. Nobody knows this quantum nature. But long back, our ancient rishis, what happened? They have all this knowledge. But I should not say that Neil Bohr or Heisenberg they read our Upanishads. Then what happened? They got this idea. Totally wrong. What our Upanishads are there, ourselves we are unable to understand. How come the Western people will understand? Nothing. Modern physics has not come from Vedas, but it is there in either in Vedas. Nobody knows. So when you start comparing Upanishad and the quantum mechanics, no, closely relate. The Upanishads, no, there the illusion, this philosophy is there. Who has proposed? Do you know? Adi Shankaracharya. He has proposed that one. He has proposed that we call Mayavada theory. Mayavada philosophy. He has proposed. Just imagine what great intellectual you'll be. How much of science he knows. When he came, when he appeared 2000, so like 1000 BC or 500 BC. Before Krish, 500 years back, what happened? He appeared. At that time, he proposed this one. Like that, we have different philosophies where, and next we have another, Ramanujacharya. He said, as it's a illusion, everything. But since we live in this particular thing, so he brought it. Advaita philosophy is Adi Shankaracharya. Then Vishishta Advaita is from Ramanujacharya. Then came Madhvacharya from Karnataka, Udupi. He said that nothing like an illusion or nothing. Everything is a real. Everything is a matter. Soul, this universe, and the God. God is, okay, superficial, is energy, but we ourselves are, we are energy, and the universe is a real entity, it's a matter. That's what the scientific philosophies that are related to the higher sciences, what are there in Vedas, Upanishads. It's very difficult even to understand Upanishad. So some, like if you fight with that, say to analyze, no, that's what the thing. So higher metaphysics is available in Upanishads, where very difficult for common man to really understand unless you don't know this one. So what to do, sir? Then what is the use of Vedas? That's why, since they are related to some higher intellectual thing, common man cannot understand. That's why they made it a simplified. What is the simplified? Just surrender to God. He will take care. Whether universe is the illusion, real, matter, wave, dual nature, leave it. Just say, God, please take care of me. He will take care. No need to really learn Upanishad. That's why things are brought in a simplified form for us. That's why we go to the temple, church, mosque, we'll pray to God. I don't know all this. I can't learn quantum mechanics. I can't learn. Please help me. I have this problem. Please solve. It's solving. This was the relationship between us and the God, like this and all. But science, say all that scientists, what happened? So whenever they came across any Indian philosopher, Rabindranath Tagore at that time, Swami Vivekananda, why they used to, scientists, why they respected a lot? Because the Upanishads add some higher science. So what Upanishads says, so what is the thing that one? So they used to interact like that. But none came, or so don't say Bose read Upanishad, then he proposed. No, Heisenberg uncertainty principle, not there. Everything is there in Upanishad. Upanishad is the Eastern philosophy, modern science is Western philosophy, Western science, nowhere related. After some years, what when we are trying to get the relationship between them. Again, don't claim that everything modern science came from Vedas. It's totally wrong. You'll be insulting both the Western science and our Indian Vedas also. Because they're in a pure high original Sanskrit. No, how we ourselves don't know Sanskrit? How do those people will learn Sanskrit? How do they understand? Even our the best spiritual teachers in India, they were unable to understand Upanishads. How it is possible? Person without Sanskrit will learn Upanishad, and what is then Upanishad will extract, and then you will say that I discovered nothing like that. Their own observation they made of the universe, they concluded. Okay, then this this one. Okay, now an electron in hydrogen like atom makes a transition from nth orbit and emits radiation corresponding to Lyman series. If de-Broglie wavelength of electron in the nth orbit is equal to, I think I'll use this one first equation. Then that particular photon emitted. So what shall I write? So let me write equations. I'll wind up. Now what is the equation I should write for next part of the thing? So first thing, de-Broglie matter waves, I brought it. Let me write the equation and just read once because it's a very good problem. It's there in advance. They've asked it. Now, what is the radius of the nth Bohr orbit? I'll get into the problem. Lambda equal to wavelength, lambda n equal to n lambda equal to 2 pi rn. And we know radius of the nth Bohr orbit. What is the wavelength in the Lyman series is given by z square r square 1 square by n square. So this is what we have from nth orbit, it will jump. And the wavelength of first line of Lyman series. First line of Lyman series means what shall I write? Lambda 2 1. So now is asking to get the relation, or let me write.